Hello and welcome to my Real Madrid story. New episode, and this is a couple of hours after the Real Madrid versus Valencia game. I have to start right off the bat and say it was an absolute shit show. Like, read my lips, shit show of refereeing. Oh my god, La Liga is terrible. La Liga is terrible. Like, I could not believe what I watched last night. I could not believe what I watched last night. Like, somehow it went beyond, like, the talking points went beyond the actual plays. The referee, like, Real Madrid has been complaining a lot. You know, now I think I finally got clarity on the job of Real Madrid TV. Oh God. Gil Manzano. Jesus Christ. It's terrible calls. I had Valencia players and officials were complaining that, oh, he gave them 5 minutes additional time. FYI, we spent a lot of the first half. Their guys spent a lot of the first half receiving treatment. Is it Gaia that was play acting, or is it Pepelu? Or is it Laramchu? That were barely touched. That there was barely any contact. And even if there was, it was not enough for them to get on the ground and waste that much time because they wanted to put pressure on Real Madrid and the ref to get our players walked up and sent off eventually. It was a shit show of refereeing. And FYI, when 5 minutes was added, by the time he blew the whistle in the first half, that was right after Real Madrid had scored, it was already 51 minutes. 51. And yes, it was should they have given 5 additional minutes? Yes, go and rewatch the game. Go and rewatch the game and see what it is that I'm talking about. Go and watch the game and see what it is that I'm talking about. Then move on to the second half. The Vinicius goal almost got cancelled. And that thing, I still don't understand. I need to understand it. That thing that he did at the end. Bear in mind that Diakhaby broke his leg. Get well soon, Diakhaby. He had an injury, like a serious injury. Time was wasted. They added 7 minutes, which was not enough, by the way, because it wasn't just Diakhaby. They added just 7 minutes. In the first 3 minutes of the 7 added minutes, VAR was reviewing the horrendous call of Gil Manzano, pointing to the penalty spot against Real Madrid. Should that not have been added again? We should have played nothing less than 100 minutes today. 10 additional minutes. Okay, let's even leave that. Let's go to the next incident. Real Madrid were attacking. We weren't just attacking, we were not moving the ball from our end. It was a corner kick. We were still in the box. Why the hesitation between when Brahim Diaz first made contact with the ball and when he eventually crossed it? Like, the ball was in the air. Yes, they did blow his whistle before. The ball was in the air. And you cancelled, or you fucked up by your incompetence and sheer negligence. What would have been a really sweet victory for us? But it's okay. We've always said that Real Madrid and La Liga are at war. Nobody believed us. at least things are coming together now. Things are coming together now. Like, things are becoming really, really obvious. Really, really obvious. Oh, that it's not that. Like, players, like, there is nobody in that scenario with the way Gil Manzano ended the game that will not be frustrated and furious and want some sort of explanation to basically have some closure, like wrap their head around it, like what is happening? What is happening? Yes, the rules say referees have the ability to make autonomous decisions like that, but that was a terrible decision. Like, you are basically saying we should continue encouraging this terrible shit. Look at African Cup of Nations, AFCON. The refereeing was impeccable. Like a 10 over 10. The footballing world was taught how to use VAR. It was that massive. It was that successful. That was how good the refereeing was. Europe, La Liga. One of the best leagues, if not the best in the world, apparently. What is this? Oh my God. Is it the horrendous and very racist Valencia fans that have black players in their team as well? And then you decided to give Vini, Bellingham a red card for basically calling you out on your bullshit and telling you it is a fucking goal. Context. Understand context. It is a fucking goal. What did you expect him to say? It is a fucking goal. It was a fucking goal. That's what he told you. He did not insult you. So why the red card then? Oh, no. Like, I don't do conspiracy theory, but this is just evident. Like, it's looking more and more like a fact right now. And if you want to argue against it, something must be wrong with you upstairs. Seriously, something must be wrong with you upstairs. Anyway, enough ranting on the terrible officiating. It was a terrible officiating. Like, it was that terrible. We should have gotten the 3 points tonight. Really great fighting spirit. Okay, I've moved into talking about Real Madrid. We were shit. We were terrible in the first half. I won't lie to you. Valencia's press and transition from pressing into mid and low block was impeccable. It seemed the instruction from Ruben Bahar was basically press them, force Real Madrid to make mistakes, and we made very, very uncharacteristic mistake. First with Fede basically not completing his switch of play pass, and second, in that same play, Vini tried to win the ball, then lost it, then Fouquet got it, crossed the ball, I don't know if it was Gaia or something, that crossed the ball back into the path of Ugoduru, who basically redirected the ball into the net. Beautiful goal, by the way. Beautiful goal, by the way. And then Carvajal, like 2 minutes later, what sort of a pass is that? And basically just gave, like, it was served to Yaramchuk on a silver platter, and he basically just rounded Lunin and slotted it in. We really needed to fight back, and that's where I need to, like, forget Vini's goal. His goals rather. Forget it. I need you guys to recognize that this was a learning moment. This is Vini emerging, and this is Vini passing the test of how to deal with hostile, very, very, not hostile, just hostile, very, very hostile environment. He barely made the game about himself, and it focused. This was a very focused Vini Junior. There was even a play where he was running with the ball. Fouquet was marking him. Fouquet, good game, by the way. Like, really had Vini in most of their goals. got in front of Vini. The ball went over the line, and Vini sort of nudged him a bit. It was about a fall, and Vini was like, "Oh," and just that, oh, like that respect was there to some extent. Vini would have complained initially, but he's learning, he's growing. This is how you respond. Great game, well deserved man of the match. Very well deserved man of the match. Two well taken goals. It's all about positioning, like awareness. Great header, by the way, to put it down. The equalizer, really well taken. Great pass from Brahim. But let's start from the back. We need to seriously sit down and discuss with Lunin. Like, dude, you are not going anywhere. The point blank save that he made in the second half. Oh, when the game was 2-2. I said it before in the last video that Lunin is pulling a couture-like season for us. And I'm all here for it. I'm all here for it. Like, I'm enjoying this. Really, really enjoying this. Right? I'm really enjoying this. Kafaha, really terrible game for me. Even though he contributed to the first and the second goal in a way, but he should have done better. We should have considered the second goal the way we did. We should have considered both goals the way we did. We basically gave them the opportunity. Like, they were very, very uncharacteristic mistakes from us. Great game by Rudiger, great game by Tchouaméni. They barely put a foot wrong. Mendy, like, this is one of those games I'm frustrated by Mendy's shortcoming. The inability to cross the ball. How can you be a fullback? You've been playing professionally for how many years now, and you cannot cross the ball? You cannot properly cross the ball. Dude, you need to sit down and start training that shit. Start training for it. Start practicing and get better. Because you do some good work defensively. Even though in the first few minutes of the game, Valencia easily cut through him on that flank. Easily cut through him. And great tactical changes by Ancelotti, by the way. And he just needed to say that the changes he made, taking off Cruz, who was uncharacteristically losing the ball as well today. One of the efficiencies of Cruz anyway. And taking off Rodrigo. Can somebody else, like, I am a strong Rodrigo believer, and I think he's still going to play even when Mbappe eventually joins the team. But what is happening? Maybe if the roles were reversed, right, and he's also coming off the bench fresh, he would have had time to study the game and be able to effect it. Maybe that's the advantage that Ibrahim has. But Ibrahim has that air of unpredictability. And when he comes in, he barely puts a foot wrong. He comes in very, very focused, knows what to do, and goes ahead and do it. He's a great team player, great squad player to have. Great squad player to have. Madrid coming in really changed the tempo of the game. We were able to now start exploiting spaces on the right half space, on the left half space, able to progress the ball and keep it at the half of Valencia and make those passes that basically breaks and defense open. Jude tried to exploit that once or twice in the first half. Like, we really did not see enough of that, but chances started opening up in the second half. Even though Valencia started sitting in a really deep low block and waiting to take us in forward transition. Anyway, it was. Everybody knows Bellingham. A sharp Bellingham would have scored that goal. Sweet pass from Mendy to him. Nice dummy to basically dislodged is it Musquera also or Diakhaby, one of the players, one of two of them. And I think anyway, in moments like that, you don't just know. A great save from Mastashvili. Great save from Mastashvili. Really great save from him. Yeah, really great save from him. And yeah, again, we didn't see Aragulet today. Would have been good to have him, but anyway, Oselu came back from injuries. Not really sharp yet, but it's good to have him back. It's good to have Bellingham back, and yeah, yeah. Anyway, Frank Garcia coming in also really helped on that left hand side. Uh, as we can say, like he was now putting in crosses, and it made life a bit easier for Vini to stay up top and not hang too much to the left, because if Frank Garcia can exploit it on his own, he has the speed, the tenacity, the power, the skill to exploit that flank on his own, and made it like so, which gave us a numerical advantage right at the 18 of Valencia, even though basically almost all of their team, of their players were defending, were sitting back at that point. But anyway, great switch of play, great tactical changes in the second half from Ancelotti. Great substitutions as well, right? Yeah. Well, I don't think Nacho played enough minutes for me to say something about him. Yeah. I still cannot get my wrap mind around like the absolute disgrace that was that referee yesterday. Basically, can't wait to see Jude Bellingham be fully back, fit, and focused. Hopefully, we'll be able to successfully appeal his red card, because I don't think he said anything wrong. Anybody would have. You see the red card in that situation, because there's no way to remain calm in that situation. Possibly, it could be that there is, but I don't think there's anything he did wrong. I don't think there's anything he said wrong in his statement. And I want to read now Manzano's statement, right? Just give me a second. If you look at the replay, just so you know, if you look at the replay, you will see that even one of Musquera, yeah, he was angry when the ball got in, because he thought they were still playing. That's all the evidence you need to know that even Valencia players were now aware, most of them anyway, or the ones in this, they're now aware that the game had ended. They were still playing, because it was not clear cut. Manzano said he sent off Jude Bellingham because he said it was a fucking goal. No, I want to see the actual quotes, because he said something like, he approached me, Jude Bellingham approached me aggressively. Bellingham basically ran towards him to make his case. And I don't think there's anything wrong there. It's a fucking goal. The ball is in the air. Okay, that's what this was Fabrizio Romano reporting that. I want to see the actual quote. I saw that earlier. Can't find it. La Liga is a joke, basically. I cannot say it enough. And this is the same referee a couple of years ago that gave Valencia 3 penalties against Real Madrid in the same game. It's this guy. In case you don't realize, in case you don't remember, this is the same guy. Anyway, there are places in which you can do stuff like this. In Nigeria, they will catch you, beat the hell out of you. I'm not encouraging violence, just saying that you will not escape it in a place like Nigeria. Anyway, I'm exhausted. I'm mad. I'm angry. To the point where I even forgot to ask you guys to like, subscribe, and basically put on post notification and basically share this video. Please leave your comment. Like, let me know if you're mad as I am. If you're as mad as I am, because I am mad. Really angry. Anyway, thank you always for watching. I really, really appreciate it for liking the videos, and see you Wednesday in the return leg of the Champions League round of 16 against RB Leipzig at Santiago Bernabeu. Adios, a la Madrid.